Hey guys, this is Binary Guy and my wife Geekgurl,
Hey guys.
and we're playing on MonkeyMines again. And looks like someone decided to leave me a note. It says, "Your house smells like a farm. But if you don't like it, leave." Because these are my chickens, and they're producing my eggs. Alright, whoever it was left some cows or stuff in the house. They didn't leave a sign saying who they were, so moving on. In other news, I was pranked on the outside of the house. It says, "Dear Binary Guy, you laughed at me when I told you to watch out. I'm sorry if this is a hassle, but oh well, ha ha ha. This prank is brought to you by Cow Creator 1, Wool Prankster. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Shadow Hunter 484, my apprentice. Mwahahaha."
He loves you.
Uh-oh, you got competition.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and punch wool. Time for some shears. I will make you a pair
Are you
too.
gonna make me some?
I will make you a pair too. No, you have to you have to punch the wool. But
I can see you doing
I'm
that.
going to take it down with shears. Where are you?
I'm right here. I'm right behind you.
I don't see you
Turn
anywhere.
around!
Where are you,
Turn
geek girl?
around!
I don't see you. Are you on this side of the house? There you are. You hit me
I'm surprised I hit you.
in the face. Throw shears at you.
Thank you.
You know, I should probably do the top first.
Good idea. Do you want to do the top and I'll start on the bottom?
Sure.
Okay.
Can't. Okay.
Are
So,
you having problems?
remember my chicken farm in the roof? Apparently, if a cauldron is surrounded by blocks, chickens don't feel the need to stay in it any longer. So, I no longer have a chicken farm on the roof. Oh well, I'll just have to build up the one inside and go from there. Alright, well, I'm not going to make you watch me take down this entire house covered in wool. Here's a nice good look at it. Ta-da! Thanks for the wool, Kyle.
Yeah.
Next time, just leave it in a chest. That would be much easier to deal with. Okay, be back as soon as we get this cleaned up. Alright, and we're back. We got it all taken down. Alright, so here is the amount of wool that we got out of this one. And let me be a little... You're moving them around on me before I can sort them.
I'm sorting.
How dare you sort before I can sort?
I'm sorting. Okay, that's all mine.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a half stacks. Thanks.
Nice.
Now I won't need a wool farm for red, white, or yellow wool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and break some signs down. I went ahead and took the cauldron off the roof. Oops. So, house is back. It's nice. Like I intended it to be.
It's nice, it's nice, it's clean, it's pretty.
Take down the sign. Alrighty, so pranking is officially cleaned up. Alright, now it's my turn. I'll have to, sit back and think of something that, suits what happened here. Yeah, one that's worthy. What was deserved by this prank? Oh yeah, see, it's all nice and clean. Alright, now give me a little bit and we'll think of something else to do. Alright, see you later.
Bye, guys.
Welcome back, guys. So, the prank's all cleaned up. Something I learned doing that prank was... Alright, so I knew that shears could break wool blocks much faster. What I didn't realize was that it doesn't use any durability off your shears. So we mined off 13 stacks of wool, and the shears were still just like new. So that's a nice little perk, something that I hadn't ever tried out before. Alright, so I said I'd been working on the mob spawner, and it is full all the way up to this top level. What I wanted to do right now is just to give you a quick show about how I went about placing the floors for this. So the first thing I'll do is just place one layer of cobblestone, just to show where all the floors are going to go. Actually, before that, I would go through and mine out this center block. So right here, and then these two. And this is where the water is going to go, and this spot is mined out for one extra spawning area. And I'll do that on all four sides. So that gives 4 extra spawning spots per layer, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up over the course of the whole tower. Alright, so I'll go back to placing the foundation here. And I'll also, in these corners, I'll put in these little corner fillers. And what that does is keeps the monsters from hanging out in the corners. So if they walk off the edge of the spawning pad, they'll get stuck, or it won't allow them to sit right in the corner. Alright, I got plenty more. A lot of times I'll just replace any exposed dirt with cobblestone, just to keep a standard look for the whole area. And it's got a little higher blast protection if we did happen to have any creepers stop by or something. Oh, put my torch. Waste not, want not. Let's grab that torch, set it back up. Alright, so there's the outside layer, and then same thing for the middle layers. I'll always put a dirt block right over that center, just so that I know where it is. Kind of a positioning tool. Makes it really easy to position yourself off of, so I know that it goes right in the very center. Alright, and at this point, I'll go ahead and put the water streams in. So the first one's going to go right there in that corner. Or, it's not really a corner, more like the middle of the wall. And instead of setting up a special infinite water source, I'll go over 2 blocks and place another bucket right here. And then I have an infinite water spring right here in the middle. I can take it, run around, place my water blocks there. Come back and fill up. So I'm going to put one over here on this wall, one in this corner. Refill again. Moving on around the whole spawner area. And I just realized that I left grass in there too. And I'll need one more bucket of water. Okay, so the water's all filled in. You notice it's still running over the top of this block, but that's just because I still have my spring here. So I have 2 empty buckets, so I'll pick up this block right here, and this block, and now I'm back to just this one block flowing out of the wall. And you can see that they all stop right here. There's no signs, none of that needed. So there's water running out of these corners. These are all 3x3 spawning pads. And at this point, I'll go ahead and build them up to the or the second level. And once they're 2 layers high, that will keep any monsters from jumping back up on them once they've fallen off. I'll also go ahead and break off this torch because I won't need it anymore. Don't need any kind of light inside the mob trap. Our goal is to be 100% dark at all times whenever inside the trap. Alright, so I've built about, I think, 18 or 19 layers on this trap so far. So this is a pretty well perfected science. I have a staircase running down all the way to the bottom on this side. And once we get this floor finished up, I'll show you what it looks like down there. So put the corners in. I usually leave a little bit of a stair step here. That makes it easier to put the ceiling on. Oh, Shadow Hunter just left. And he's back. Guess he just lagged out or something. Alright, so once I have all of the pads built, so then if I fall in here, I can always run to the center and jump back out. So it keeps me from getting stuck. And then since these are all one wide water streams, nice little tongue twister there, one wide water streams, I put these half slabs down, and that keeps spiders from spawning in the trap. Because if a spider were to spawn, it could never actually fall down the hole. Alright, so I have all the pads down. Then I'll go about just putting a floor on it. So we started out up here. And this would just put a flat floor across the whole trap area. Like so. And I won't build that whole thing right now. There's plenty of floors so we can see what it looks like. Alright, so that's essentially how it would go. I just realized that I do not have another ladder. So I had broken out that ladder to put in the dirt block. And I guess I put it back in the house or something, so. Alright, let's head to the bottom of the mob trap. So I'll break this block out. And actually right now, I'm just going to leave it there to keep the light out of the trap. You see that darkened everything up? So, just going down. Oh, the skeleton almost shot me there. And eventually I'll put a lot nicer way to get down here. But for now, this is my maintenance access. You can see there's got a lot of monsters going in there already. Alright, so here's down at the bottom. See the hole up here where they all fall through? Right there. They fall in, and there's a water stream which normally would break their fall, but since there are fence posts underneath it, they'll still take fall damage. So you see a lot of them will just die when they hit the ground, which is perfect. And the ones that don't, I have the lava stream there, and since it's up in the air, we do get 100% drop rate from that. Then all the loot gets funneled into one spot. Can you see these are all the water streams point to the center. Then it hits right here, and since this is on ice, all the items speed off. So let's go ahead and run down this tunnel. And the reason that I have this big long tunnel to carry off all the monster drops is so that it'll take them outside of the loaded chunks. I talked about that in a previous episode. But when they're outside the loaded chunks, they won't despawn. The same way as if you die really far away from your house and no one's in the area that you died, you can take your time getting back, because as long as your items aren't loaded into the chunks, then they won't despawn. So, you see we don't have any monster drops in our inventory, except for the ender pearls, of course, but if we hop in here and collect these, Then we've got 11 gunpowder, 29 bones, 30 arrows. And we picked back up our melons. And it hasn't been that long since I collected this, so it's actually doing fairly decently. A couple days ago, I was AFK for a couple hours. Came down here and got about 3 stacks of pretty much all the different types of monster drops. Alright, so eventually my plans are to put a portal room at the end of this stream, and then I can go down there and just portal to collect the monster drops, which would be very handy. As for now, I'm still running it. Also, since I have this tunnel set up, I'm planning on making several automated farms. So maybe a reed farm or a melon farm that's operated off of a bud switch. And just whenever it's ready to harvest, it will. And it'll put all the items into the AFK stream, send them on down to an unloaded chunk. And, oh, see, there goes some more items. Yeah, it'll send them on to an unloaded chunk, and then I can go pick them up whenever. And I won't have to worry about any of them despawning. So that's very nice. Okay, well, we've had a busy episode. Probably next episode, and I'll say this, it may or may not happen, but next episode I would like to do a little work in the nether, brighten up the portal there a little bit, and get a portal at the other end of the AFK stream, just to make it a little bit nicer for me to go down there and pick up items. Alright, well, that's it for today. Have a good one.